Get ready to explore Guyana, one of South America's best-kept secrets. This is a place where modern development meets unspoiled nature. Did you know that Guyana, with its massive oil discoveries, is projected to be one of the fastest-growing economies in the world? But despite its booming oil industry, much of the country remains untouched. A place like no other, blending Caribbean charm with deep South American roots with English as its official language. Offering visitors a glimpse into a country where cultures unite to create something truly unique. So join us in this travel documentary as we explore the landscapes, history, best cities, healthcare, cost of living, and visa options. Everything you need to know in one video. Let's find out what makes Guyana one of South America's most extraordinary destinations. Did you know that unlike its continental neighbors, Guyana is the only South American country where English is the official language, making it a natural hub for expats without facing a significant language barrier? History of Guyana, from colonization to independence. Guyana's history begins with its indigenous peoples, primarily the Arawak and Carib tribes, who lived along its rivers and coasts for centuries before European contact. In the late 16th century, Dutch explorers established trading posts and began exploiting the region's resources, marking the beginning of colonial ambitions in what became known as British Guiana. The British took control in the late 18th century, developing a plantation economy based on sugar, coffee, and cotton, all heavily reliant on enslaved African labor. After the abolition of slavery in the mid-19th century, Britain imported thousands of indentured laborers from India, creating a multicultural society that still shapes Guyanese culture today. As workers from China, Portugal, and other areas also arrived, each group contributed distinct customs, religions, and languages, forming the diverse cultural fabric that characterizes modern Guyana. The struggle for independence gained momentum in the mid-20th century, as political leaders like Chetty Jagan and Forbes Burnham mobilized popular support for self-governance. After years of political tension and negotiation, Guyana finally achieved independence from Britain on May 26, 1966. The newly independent Guyana faced the challenges of building a cohesive nation, but it also marked a new era of national pride and identity, eventually becoming a republic in 1970. Lifestyle and culture. Life in Guyana moves at a relaxed, easygoing pace, especially outside the bustling capital of Georgetown. The country's culture is a vibrant blend of its African, Indian, Amerindian, and European heritage, reflected in its colorful festivals, diverse cuisines, and strong community values. Family and social connections are deeply important, and people are known for their hospitality and friendliness toward visitors. Cultural events like Mashramani, Guyana's celebration of becoming a republic, showcase the country's love for music, dance, and elaborate costumes, while Diwali and Phagwa, Holi, highlight the influence of Indian heritage. Traditional foods such as pepper pot, cook-up rice, and roti are staples, with each dish reflecting a mix of flavors and influences from the country's different ethnic groups. Religion plays a strong role in society, with Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam coexisting peacefully, often leading to national holidays for multiple religious celebrations. Outdoor activities are popular, with people enjoying everything from cricket to beach gatherings, especially along the Essequibo River. The simple pleasures of close-knit communities, vibrant markets, and traditional crafts all contribute to Guyana's unique, down-to-earth lifestyle. Top 3 attractions and must-visit locations. Guyana is home to some of the world's most extraordinary natural attractions, starting with Kayatur Falls, one of the tallest and most powerful single-drop waterfalls globally. Nestled within the pristine rainforest of Kayatur National Park. The journey to Kayatur is an adventure in itself, often requiring a small plane ride. But the view of the falls, surrounded by lush jungle, is breathtaking and well worth the effort. Next, the Rupununi Savannah offers a vast expanse of open grasslands, rich with wildlife and indigenous villages where visitors can experience traditional Amerindian culture firsthand. This area is a haven for nature lovers, with opportunities to see jaguars, giant river otters, and hundreds of bird species. making it a top destination for ecotourism and adventure. Finally, Georgetown, the capital, combines historical charm with a touch of Caribbean influence. Landmarks like St. George's Cathedral, one of the tallest wooden buildings in the world, showcase stunning colonial architecture. In Georgetown, you'll also find the lively Borda Market, where vendors sell everything from local produce to handmade crafts, giving visitors a taste of Guyanese everyday life. Together, these destinations offer a glimpse into the rich natural beauty, cultural heritage, and welcoming communities that make Guyana such a captivating place to explore. Ideal cities for expats in Guyana. For expats looking to settle in Guyana, two cities stand out as the most suitable for a comfortable lifestyle: Georgetown, the bustling capital, and New Amsterdam, the country's second largest city. Georgetown, located along the Atlantic coast, is the heart of Guyana's political, economic, and cultural life. With its colonial architecture, lively markets, and modern amenities, Georgetown offers expats the conveniences of a city, such as international restaurants, shopping centers, and reliable healthcare services. It's also the main hub for business and government, making it ideal for those working in administrative, diplomatic, or business sectors. While the city has its share of urban challenges, including occasional traffic congestion and crime, it remains the top choice for those who prefer living in a more cosmopolitan environment. New Amsterdam, on the other hand, offers a quieter, more relaxed pace of life, perfect for expats seeking a slower lifestyle while still being close to essential services. Situated along the Berbice River, New Amsterdam has a charming colonial feel with its historical buildings and scenic riverfront views. Housing in New Amsterdam is generally more affordable than in Georgetown, and the city offers a tight-knit community atmosphere with friendly locals and a slower pace of life. The city also has growing infrastructure, with improved healthcare and education options in recent years, making it a good choice for families or retirees. Both cities offer access to Guyana's rich culture, with festivals, markets, and local events. But Georgetown is the primary gateway for those seeking international connections and modern living. For expats looking for a balance between convenience and a relaxed lifestyle, these two cities offer the best of both worlds in Guyana. Real estate and housing. Renting or buying property in Guyana. Real estate in Guyana offers a range of options, from affordable apartments in smaller towns to upscale properties in the capital city, Georgetown. Renting is a popular choice for expats and newcomers, with a basic apartment in Georgetown typically costing between $150,000 and $300,000 Guyanese dollars per month, depending on size and location. Outside of Georgetown, rental prices drop significantly, making it easier to find affordable housing in quieter towns and rural areas. Buying property is also a viable option, as Guyana allows foreigners to own real estate with minimal restrictions, although navigating the local property market can require the assistance of a knowledgeable real estate agent. Home prices vary widely, with upscale homes in Georgetown costing significantly more than properties in the countryside, where land and houses are often more reasonably priced. Expats interested in buying should be prepared for the sometimes slow legal processes associated with property transactions, including obtaining the necessary documentation and title clearances. Utilities like electricity and water are generally reliable in urban areas but may be less consistent in rural regions, so it's something to consider when selecting a location. Whether renting or buying, Guyana's property market can accommodate a variety of budgets and lifestyles, from simple apartments to large family homes or rural land plots ideal for eco-friendly living. Taxes in Guyana. In Guyana, taxes are relatively straightforward compared to many Western countries. Personal income tax rates range between 28% and 40%, depending on income level, with the higher rate applying to incomes above a certain threshold. Additionally, there is a value-added tax of 14% on goods and services. Residents and non-residents are generally subject to income tax on Guyanese-sourced income, though special considerations can apply to foreign residents depending on their residency status and duration of stay. Cuisine and the best local dishes. Guyana's cuisine is a flavorful blend of its diverse cultural influences, including African, Indian, indigenous, and European flavors. Popular dishes include pepper pot, a slow-cooked meat stew with cassouep, a sauce made from cassava, and rich spices, which is often enjoyed during festive occasions. Indian-inspired dishes like roti and curry are everyday favorites, as are dal puri and cook-up rice, a one-pot meal traditionally made with rice, beans, coconut milk, and a choice of meats. Fresh tropical fruits like mangoes, papayas, and plantains are abundant, while street foods such as faluri, spiced chickpea fritters, offer a delicious snack on the go. With its unique mix of flavors, Guyanese cuisine reflects the country's cultural diversity and love for hearty, aromatic dishes. Visa options and residency requirements. Guyana offers a variety of visa options, making it accessible for both tourists and those considering a longer stay. Citizens from many countries, including most Commonwealth and European Union nations, can enter Guyana visa-free, or with a simple tourist visa valid for up to 90 days. For travelers interested in extending their stay, it's possible to apply for a visa extension through the Ministry of Home Affairs in Georgetown. For those considering long-term residency, there are work permits available for people employed by Guyanese companies, as well as business visas for investors seeking to establish or manage a business in the country. Additionally, residency permits can be obtained through family sponsorship if an applicant has a Guyanese spouse or family member who can sponsor them. Applicants for residency are usually required to provide proof of financial stability, undergo a background check, and demonstrate their intent to reside in the country. Permanent residency is also possible after an extended period, often following years of holding a valid work or residency permit, allowing expatriates to build a more permanent life in this beautiful nation. Cost of living in Guyana. The cost of living in Guyana is generally lower than in many Western countries, making it an attractive destination for expats and retirees looking to stretch their budgets. Housing is one of the most affordable aspects, with rental prices in Georgetown ranging from around $500 to $1,500 per month for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center, depending on the location and amenities. In smaller towns like New Amsterdam or rural areas, rental costs can drop significantly, with prices as low as $250 to $600 per month for a similar-sized apartment. Utilities, including electricity, water, and internet, typically cost between $100 and $200 per month, although prices can vary depending on usage and location. Food and groceries are another area where Guyana offers good value, particularly for locally produced items. A basic grocery shop for a single person can cost between $150 to $250 per month, but imported goods such as luxury food items or specialty products can be much more expensive, often reflecting higher costs due to import taxes. Dining out is relatively inexpensive, with a meal at a mid-range restaurant typically costing around $15 to $25 per person, while street food or casual eateries can offer meals for as little as $5 to $10. Public transportation is affordable, with bus rides and minibuses typically costing between $1 to $3, making it easy for locals and expats to get around on a budget. For those with children, private schooling can be an additional expense, with tuition fees ranging from $1,000 to $5,000 annually, depending on the institution and grade level. Overall, while there are some exceptions, the cost of living in Guyana is generally lower than in many parts of North America or Europe, offering a comfortable lifestyle at a fraction of the price. Healthcare in Guyana. Healthcare in Guyana has seen improvements, but it remains a mix of public and private options, with private care offering a higher standard for those who can afford it. In Georgetown, private hospitals and clinics provide a decent level of care, though patients with complex health issues may opt to travel to neighboring countries or back home for treatment. The government has made strides to improve healthcare access and infrastructure, particularly in remote regions, but challenges remain in terms of resources and specialized care availability. Before we end this video, let's summarize what we have learned in a pros and cons section. Pros of living in Guyana. Living in Guyana offers a unique blend of affordability and natural beauty that's hard to find elsewhere. The cost of living is generally lower than in many Western countries, making it a budget-friendly choice for expats and retirees. Guyana's warm and welcoming culture is enriched by its diversity, with influences from African, Indian, indigenous, and European heritage, creating a vibrant social environment and a delicious multicultural cuisine. The country's official language is English, which makes daily communication and integration much easier for English-speaking expats. Nature lovers will find paradise here, with stunning rainforests, expansive savannas, and famous natural wonders like Kayatore Falls and the Rupununi Savannah. For those seeking adventure, Guyana offers endless opportunities for ecotourism, from wildlife spotting to jungle trekking and river exploration. The recent oil boom has spurred economic growth, potentially bringing more development and job opportunities. Finally, the slower pace of life in Guyana allows for a more relaxed, close-to-nature lifestyle that many find refreshing. Cons of living in Guyana. While living in Guyana has its perks, there are also some challenges to consider. The healthcare system, although improving, can be limited outside of major urban centers like Georgetown, so expats may need to travel abroad for specialized medical treatments. Infrastructure, such as roads and utilities, can be underdeveloped in rural areas, and flooding is a risk during the rainy season, especially in low-lying regions. Public services may lack efficiency, and some expats report slow bureaucracy in processes like visa extensions and residency applications. The tropical climate, while appealing to some, brings intense heat and humidity that can take time to adjust to, along with a rainy season that can disrupt travel plans. Crime rates can be higher in certain areas, so personal safety and security precautions are essential. While the country's economy is growing, wealth disparity remains, and some goods, particularly imported items, can be more expensive than one might expect. Lastly, for those used to a fast-paced urban lifestyle, the slower pace and limited entertainment options in Guyana might feel restrictive over time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see more content like this, check out some of our other videos. And make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates. See you next time.